What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NFL DFS video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. In this video, as you guys know, early on in the week for NFL, we do a first look lineup video. In this video, we're pretty much going to put this lineup together in here, and we're going to talk about the players in the lineup. We're not going to get too broad into the slate, but we're going to talk about what an early great look to the slate looks like. I've been looking over it a long time last night and early into this morning, and I'm really liking the way that I'm flowing so far early on in the week. But obviously, as the week goes on, things change, and we'll see what happens. But as of right now, I have a good feel on how I like to attack this slate. So let's get straight into it. Like I said, I'm not going to get too in depth with a whole bunch of different players. We're really going to focus on the guys we're talking about in the lineup. First off, Justin Herbert. Now, immediately when you look at a slate, one of the things I like to do is I like to immediately look at the slate and say, okay, what teams do I have the best value on? Do I have some value on other teams? Because those players can be run back for a stack that I love, or those players can be part of a stack and then I run it back with the other team. Either way, I like to look at where is the value, what team is the value on, what we got going on. Okay, now there's a there's a value play on the Chargers. You have Mike Williams out, so this guy's going to get even more looks. The guy that I'm going to be talking about here is going to be, if I can find him, where is he? Hold on one second. Donald Parham. Why is he projected so low? That's not right. We'll update that. Donald Parham Jr. paired up with Herbert as a starting point. Now, when I saw Parham's only 2.8 with no Mike Williams, and he's already been having solid games, I was like, yes, that's the tight end I'm really going to want to go this week. He's a value guy. Let's see, what else I would like. With Mike Williams being out, obviously everyone's going to get a bump. Chargers seem like a solid offense to get some exposure to this week. And then on the other side of that game, you have the Raiders who have an obvious run back. So it makes a lot of sense due to correlation. And I finally was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do the Chargers and then let's run it back on that other side. But here we go. With that being said, Keenan Allen is the other player I'm going with the Chargers. Shouldn't be much of a surprise. The dude's going to get incredible targets with Mike Williams out. Okay, we saw this week when Mike Williams went down, he got 20 targets for 215 yards on 18 catches. Keenan Allen and Herbert are going to do some damage here, okay, against the Raiders. This is a great spot. So Herbert, Allen, and Parham are the guys that I'm going with the Chargers. Parham being a big part of that and making these spend ups work because of how cheap he is in a plus spot with no Mike Williams. Now, obviously, now that I have these three guys in, I want to run it back because if these guys are doing amazing and they're continuing to try to throw and whatever, then the other team's having to move the ball as well. If these guys are doing great and they get the lead, then I need the other side to be doing well as well. And obviously, shouldn't be a surprise, Davante Adams is going to run that back. Now, immediately with this core, you can see there is so much firepower right here. We've got Herbert paired up with Keenan Allen and Donald Parham Jr. as a value and running it back with Davante Adams. Immediately, if this game shoots out, we're looking fantastic already. Now that we have our stack, now that we have a run back and we're correlated, let's take a look at some other spots that we want to go with. First and foremost, at defense, I can't lock them in. You guys know for some reason we can never figure out why we can't lock in our defenses, but the Browns defense is very interesting to me at only 2.8. Okay? The Browns defense is only 2.8. So keep in mind that there's a 2.8 defense here because I can't lock them in when it comes to the lineup builder for some reason. But the Browns D is interesting here because the Browns defense has a lot of talent on that team. They're a very good defense. And Vegas has Baltimore projected for only 19 points, one of the lowest team totals of the week. So they're expecting the Browns to do well at home in Cleveland. So at 2.8, yes, it's facing Baltimore, and I get it. Lamar Jackson, you don't really want to pick on that often. But at only 2.8, you're getting a very talented defense at home for way too cheap, in my opinion. So 2.8 makes a lot of shit possible. All right? Now, at the running back position, the first guy we're going to talk about is Zach Moss. He has been getting a ton of work for the Colts, and they're expected to lead this game against the Rams. I expect them to lean on Zach Moss once again here. The Rams gave up over 25 to Christian McCaffrey. I'm not saying Zach Moss is a Christian McCaffrey caliber running back, but he's getting a lot of usage in this Colts offense, and I really like the potential for him. He's gotten 20 and 25 in the last 2 games. The only game he didn't get that was the game he didn't play in week 1. He's got 18 carries and then 30 carries. The amount of work he's getting is ridiculous. At only 6K, I absolutely love him in a favored spot, which should help with the run. Next up, Javonte Williams. If he's going to have a big game, it's going to be this one against Chicago. Chicago struggles versus the run, man. They've been giving it up all year. Over 26 to Aaron Jones, over 21 to Rashad White. Pacheco over 15. So Javonte Williams at 5-5 is in a fantastic position as long as, and they're favored to win this game, so they should be up. So that'll favor the run. Now, Denver's horrible. They got smacked by Miami, but they should want to come in and fire back this week. So Javonte Williams is in a great spot. Love him in his plus matchup at only 5-5. Next, we're going to go with, at wide receiver, Adam Thielen has been getting a ton of looks for this Carolina offense. They're going to be playing from behind against Minnesota. Great spot for Thielen going against his old team. Adam Thielen at 4-5 is an amazing value. And then I just landed on Tank Dell. He made me a lot of money in week 3. We once again smashed week 3. We're having a great season. We smashed week 3 once again. We're at the top of contests. Tank Dell was a part of that. He was very low owned. Now his price is higher. But once again, the script is the same situation. Playing from behind, and I just landed on this price on a guy who's getting a lot of work in this offense. He's scoring touchdowns, and they're going to be playing from behind and needing to air the ball out. Him and Stroud have a great rapport together. Expect Tank Dell to have another solid game here at only 4-6. So, and that's it. And then we have the Browns defense down here leaving 100 on the table. So Herbert, Keenan Allen, and Donald Parham running it back with Devontae Adams, Zach Moss and Javonte Williams, and then Adam Thielen, Tank Dell, and Browns defense. All right? Thank y'all for joining me as always. Later on in the week, we'll do a full slate breakdown, go position by position, and talk about everybody we like. Let's have another amazing week, man. Week 4, let's smash. So far, we are 2-1 on main slates. 2 big wins. Got the big win week 1. Lost week 2. Came back and won big week 3. So expecting to keep it going week 4 and just continue just staying locked in, man. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Greenlightdfs.com to join the squad. Let's get it. I'm out.